Hi, I'm Sanja with Muditis Pottery, sometimes called Muditis. I wanted to demonstrate a tool that my husband made for me. It's a homemade extruder, and I actually got this off of YouTube, but instead of just finding the address for you to go and look at it, I decided to demo the tool as well. So what you'll need is a caulking gun. You can get these for a little over $2, but my husband has suggested that you buy one a little more expensive. This one here is a little thin on the top, and it tends to want to bend when you're squeezing this trigger. The other thing you're going to need is some PVC pipe. You're going to need the 2-inch. You'll need a hacksaw to cut your PVC pipe, and you want to have an 8-inch piece. Now, according to how many different types of clay you use, you'll want to get one for each clay or clean it out every time that you change clays. I personally store my clay inside the tube, and I put an enclosure over the top and keep it in a like a cooler, and it keeps it moist. And I usually wrap it in a grocery bag. So that's one other piece you're going to need. And then you're going to need these caps. These are called tester caps. And tester caps, as you can see, are just blanks. And they're used to fit on the ends of the PVC pipe here, or actually a caulk, caulking, if you were buying caulking, to seal it off. Okay? So these are going to be the die cuts. And what you're going to do is you're going to take a drill on one of these, and you're going to cut your design into the test cap. And I'll show you the ones that we have. This is for a handle, for a mug handle, a real thick one, not very wide. This is for a very, very wide one. I'd probably use this one if I was going to put it on a pitcher. And this one has the 2 holes. It's kind of like I'd make my rope handles, but this is the one I actually make the rope handles out of. This is what I want to show you. It's got 3 holes in it. Okay, and this is how I load the extruder. I've just put some clay and I've mashed it out. I'm just going to take a little bit at a time. Put my cap on it at the end so it doesn't come out. I'm going to keep loading it. Depending on how many mugs I make, I may not fill it all the way up. I'll always fill it up just so I can store it. But if I end up having some clay in it when I'm finished, I do store it. So I want to get it kind of thin enough to go in here. And you can kind of see at the end here that it's full because it's kind of wanting to come out the other end. I don't really want that full. I'll scrape a little bit out of here. Okay, now to load it, you're just going to go stick it in here like this. And as you see, you still have a lot of room in here. If I start pumping it right now, it's not going to do anything. And this is why I wanted to demonstrate this. The first time I used the extruder, I had to call my husband out here and tell him that I couldn't get it to work because I was just squeezing and squeezing and it wasn't going anywhere. And I even pushed this thing as far up as I could, and see, I got it pushed all the way. Squeeze and squeeze, and it still won't do anything. What happens is, right here is like the gears. You have to twist to get this all the way in the picture. You have to twist this all the way down to the teeth or on the bottom. And push. You hear it click? Okay, then you're ready. And what you're going to do is, oh, I forgot this part. You're going to have to cut this caulking gun in here. You could probably get some wire cutters maybe and just round it out just a little bit so it's wide enough. So I'm going to show you what's going to happen. It has to be able to pass through here, all 3 pieces. I'm going to do it down here on on the wheel head because I'm going to use this piece. So I'm going to hold my hand right here at the base, and I'm going to squeeze, and as I squeeze, it's going to come out. And it is going to get harder and harder to squeeze it. Okay? And of course mine's popping up and down here, so I don't know. I need to get, like I said, buy the more expensive gun, not the cheaper gun, because this is why mine is doing this. Mine's popping up and down on here. Okay, so then you just squeeze this off. And mine's making this little funny, looks like a alligator's tail or something on the end. But anyway, it's okay. Like I said, if you buy the more expensive one and do what I said, it will work. And what I do here is I just kind of smooth the clay out. And also get a little bit of water on my hands, and I want to make sure that this clay is good and wet. And I don't mean sopping wet, just kind of moist. Because I'm going to twist this, and I don't want the clay to start breaking in any of the areas, because then I'll have to repair it. And usually right there where I started, I will take off a little piece, so you want to allow for that. Okay. Like I said, if you have any kind of blemishes on the side like this, you can just kind of work it like you're pulling a handle until you get it smooth. Okay, and then what I do is I just take it and I start twisting it, usually at the top. Okay. This is how I make my handles. And I usually will lay them out for a little while and let them get a little bit, let them dry a little bit. But if not, you can apply them just like this. And I'll show you that in the next clip.